It's hard to do. The next three guys come up here. Cole, Aiden, and Griff.
Oh my.
We only had 16 guys. We didn't have a lot of people. All right. First of all, Griff, I'll give this to you separately. Griffin Kylander, 2021. Stevenson strikeout record, 121. This box. The thing is, it's stand over here. Have a seat. It was hard to determine who was the MVP. I couldn't determine. These three guys had unbelievable seasons. So what I did is I called Miss Hyman and I said, I need 3 MVP trophies. I could hear her eyes roll over the phone. You want what? I said 3. You can't pick. Each in their own way was most valuable player, which led to our success. As I gave to Lisa Rubner, updating the record book for the, when you get the new improved version, each one of them are in the record book in one way or another somewhere in there. Cole particularly, and this is with them losing the season, they still made the record book. Aiden with batting average, Griff with pitching, Cole with pitching. By the way, the former record for strikeouts was 100. Cole had 104. So you're seeing 3 young men who had exemplary seasons. They made they were KLAA All-Conference. They are Michigan High School Baseball Coaches Association All-District players. They were selected to be moved up the chain to either be All-Region or All-State, either first, second team, or honorable mention. They have a very good chance of doing that. They had unbelievable seasons. And if I'm not mistaken, Eastern, Wayne State, and Mid-Michigan Community College. Did I miss a Colin? Have you decided where you're going or what you're doing yet? Not yet. Did I miss anybody else? Justin, have you signed with anybody yet? Apparently not. No. All right. So I could not bring them up separately because they are co-MVPs for this year. So we have, who's this? Aiden. Aiden gets his all-conference, his district medal, his MVP, his letter, his all-district player, which, honest to God, if he doesn't make all-state, got player of the game against North Farmington, against Belleville, Southfield A&T, Wayne Memorial, Heartland, Wall Lake Northern, and Churchill. Needless to say, he had an excellent season. What, he ended up 432? Something like that. Anyway, Aiden, just a phenomenal year.
Great job!
Coltrane. All conference. Don't play with this spider.
Baby prey, man.
Don't play with it.
Don't play with it.
All right. Cole was, I guess, his all district. He was all conference. Most valuable player. I don't know. Okay, most valuable player. He was player of the game. Oh, all district. And a good chance of receiving further honors up the chain. He was player of the game against Churchill, player of the game against Canton, player of the game against Glenn, player of the game against Belleville, player of the game against North Farmington, player of the game against Dearborn, and player of the game against Novi.
Good job, Cole!
Also, is in the Stevenson record book for innings, career innings pitched, strikeouts, career batting average, which he just would have jumped by leaps and bounds had he not lost 2019. As I accumulated all these stats and updated the record book, he's in there as with Aiden. These guys are in there numerous times. Besides having good years, they had excellent careers. Cole, congratulations. As long as it doesn't drink it. All right, Griffin, also MVP. All KLA, all conference. Got his district medal. He was also an all-district player. And how I know they're going to do better as you select your all-district team. The first three players they started to push at the next level were our three players. So they have a good chance. He was a player of the game against Churchill, player of the game against Brighton, player of the game against John Glenn, player of the game against Edison Academy, player of the game against Dearborn. This is from Max Prep. Player of the game against Franklin, player of the game against Howell, and player of the game against Farmington, and he got the Max Prep Player of the Year award. Needless to say, these three young men were instrumental in our success, and they are to be lauded for their accomplishments.
Nice job, boys.
And Griffin is going on, like I said, matriculate at Wayne State, Eastern, and Aiden is at Mid-Michigan Community College.